Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last video, we spent absolutely bloody ages in a bookstore. We kind of struggled to face up to the corpse, but we've kind of processed that. We've toughened up a little bit, and I'm going to click this button.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel? Who are these people over here?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
I should do. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
I can't say I've ever really played a video game that made me want to be a better writer. Especially when I am currently writing books. Or attempting to, anyway.
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered.
Okay, so they're the strike breakers over there. But we should remember that, a plastic coat, because we've just said we're not built for this weather. Folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. That's outside, right?
The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
It's genuinely beautiful stuff. It's it's really annoying.
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbour. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
I just want this man to talk me to sleep every night. I wonder if he's available for hire.
The morning news. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
I think there's an airplane outside my window. Do people say airplane or aeroplane? I always wondered that, actually. I would say airplane. Oh, look, it's an airplane. We're going, leaving on an airplane. But then what's an aeroplane? Oh, it's a helicopter. Hello, helicopter. Whoa, it's 2 helicopters. What's going on? Why is there 2 helicopters? How often do you see 2 helicopters together? They're a solitary animal, the helicopter. You rarely see them travel in packs.
It's home.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner, where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
Where you used to walk together. There's definitely a lost love at some point.
You cannot return.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
There's a lot of that as well. You can't return.
It's the only home you have now, but you can't go back. Not like this. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Thanks, Kitsuragi. Okay, let's go see if we can steal this, this thing. This plastic coat. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. You know, I'm 7 minutes into the video, I've not done a single thing. Wait, where's the fruit? Is that the fruit? That looks like fruit. Now, where did I see that? Well, let's check this out first. Welcome to Revachol, a glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. Nobody's hunkier than me. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. Popular, enchanté. Is that you saying that?
Welcome to Revachol.
Racist lorry driver.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
You tell him, Kitsuragi.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city.
Yeah.
I love it nonetheless.
You tell
It's
him.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right, you're undermining our best shot of real self-determination. That's a really interesting angle that, in a way, exceptional nationalism or overt nationalism actually weakens the nation inherently. Huh.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
It's a racist thing. Wait, no, I can't do accents.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
We would make a cute... No, we wouldn't make a cute couple. We'd make a very weird couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Kitsuragi needs to know that I got his back, Jack, you know?
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively. I just can't do the voice. I just feel disappointed in who I am as a human being. What's that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Yeah.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Are sheep well known for burying their heads under the sand? Because even ostriches don't bloody do that nonsense.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources. The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Is this... What are these things? Are these songs?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Again, I just desperately want to click it. However, go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
You know what? Sometimes... I don't know, right? You can kind of... I'm going to talk about this. I'm a detective, right? So if something aids in the case, that should take precedence over everything else in theory. Right? And this guy might have information. He might have relevant information, which I've now missed because I couldn't stand the racism. And that's probably bad detective work. Which in turn, given that we're looking for murderers, and that's important, is maybe bad humanity work. But on the other hand, fuck that guy. So it's very hard to balance. Like, how much bad... It's like kind of the great good stuff, right? How much bad stuff do you put up with if it leads to a better outcome? By not shutting that guy down, we're putting that into the world inherently, but also by shutting him down, we're missing out. I don't know, it's difficult to think about. Fuck that guy anyway. What's this? Oh, nice. Let's steal this money. Okay. Gonna bloody need that. Nearly got a whole one. Freet. 3 T's, how idiomatic. I said that. I didn't say it's idiomatic because I'm not that guy, but... Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is that?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Fritta. I do want to buy. I'm nearly there. I'm not nearly there at all.
What is what? It's a raincoat.
You're not really vibing with me, are you?
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I've got no money.
Yes?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
It's just a nice way. You know, if you're describing a white rose, you might say it's pale or what's that word I really like? I don't even remember. But to call it bloodless is a really nice little description.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Look, I can afford things.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
There's a bit of British in a lot of these voices. Really good painkiller.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health.
Oh.
Duramine heals +3 health.
Okay.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Thanks.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
The shimmering wall of vices.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
Electrochemistry, please stop.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says. The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong. You know.
I don't know, that's why I'm asking, Frita.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Interesting.
Use medication, like Nosafed and Magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
You know what, if that little note wasn't there, I'd have been much more tempted. Because figure, you know what, I've got some healing items. I can maybe counteract what's going on here, but...
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She's so aggressively British.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
They approve of this. Very futuristic. What is this? A fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
I feel like I would have removed the T instead, but then people might think you're talking about chips. Friet. It's potato. Or is it chip? It's chip. Is that German? Wait, I think that's 2 T's anyway.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Let's talk about the corpse.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really.
No. I didn't know him at all.
I'd say that's suspicious, but I would often say, yeah, not really, when I don't know anything in the slightest, so...
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
What do you know?
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Well, I can't afford that. Oh, why can't I just steal from people? Life would be so much easier. I feel I should go talk to the corpse before I do anything. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a billion things I could possibly do here, and that's very disconcerting for me. I don't like it. Let's just go talk to the corpse. That bloody kid's still here. Is he gone? Oh, god damn it. What's this?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Interesting. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage.
Pry bar, damn it. Pry bar.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
We'll do that
He
first.
might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
I agree. First, corpse. See if we can handle it this time.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entire. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Oh, boots are very strange.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
It's a good egg.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Interesting.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Because that's interesting, because if it's worth some more, let's find out how much it's worth.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Jesus.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
So the boots are worth 22k-ish. Wait, no, a full set's worth 22k, so we can assume the boots are probably worth maybe a quarter of that, maybe a little bit less. Let's say the boots are worth 4 or 5k, something like that. Now, the interesting thing about that, of course, is if the boots are worth so much, near a year's wage, and that's for a police officer, never mind the, you know, the dock workers who are currently striking, so they're not even making money at all. Why would they not take the boots?
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Well, pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Interesting. What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
I still think it's odd that they're there at all.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Don't make me talk to Kuno again.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
I'm gonna knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
No.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Interesting.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Alright, good detective work there, just saying.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
I don't feel like I should be tampering. I mean, I don't feel I should even knock on the bloody thing. I don't feel I should be tampering with the body.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
I kind of want to pull the boots off, but I feel like if I do, I mean, look at the cargo belt here. It's super thin here. If I try to pull these boots off, maybe that's why the boots are on. Maybe they're too hard to pull off, and if I try to do it, I'll tear the corpse down.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Okay, so it's probably not gonna... Maybe the body would fall off and the head would stay there, though.
Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Seems like a bad time for a drink.
Extremely.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells... Just listen, just Kitsuragi. Just let's pretend I'm psychic. Just roll with me here.
The local harbor uses 6 rotters to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation, just like the free market will bloody do. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. That's a interesting combination. I suspect it's meant to be separate. Certainly not a briefing.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
Okay, cool. How did they get him up, though?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
They climbed using the ladder. I'm sure. Didn't they say this was quite weak?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Does look, it's kind of like a notch inwards there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
I leveled up, folks. I don't know what that means. Wait, level up. Ah, no. Oh, sorry, I just pick. So I can't level... I think I get these from... Maybe from skills? It says learn skill, but from items and from Thor's. So I need to pick... My Rhetoric's 5. What have I felt like maybe I need? I don't want electrochemistry. My bloody drugs. Perception seems really good. Seems quite useful for obvious reasons. I'm gonna go perception.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Web of blue lines across the torso, from the right shoulder to the east and there. Map.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
I feel like a large part of being an effective detective is just having a humongous breadth of knowledge of just random things, because then you're going to be able to see connections in places that other people can't.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Oh. What are you doing, Kitsuragi?
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I'll let him do his thing.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Every episode must not be PG-13.
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampules, and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
imagine if a camera could actually just take a photo like this beautiful watercolor-esque oil painting thing. Yeah, not really watercolor, is it? It's more like oil or acrylic.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Just gonna say, by the way, because I'm assuming this is inspired by Polaroids, you don't shake a Polaroid picture. That bloody Shake It Like a Polaroid song has ruined a generation. You do not shake a Polaroid picture. That's a stupid thing to do.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I'll do it.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thank you, tutorial agent. How nice of you.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
I love calling guys milky. I do it so often in my work.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Okay, 42%. We gotta... let's give it a go.
I'm gone.
Whoa. Whoa, dead man. Where have you gone? I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Nothing funny about you, buddy.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
I'm assuming this is meant to be a sort of showcasing off detective intuition more than anything else. So I'm not actually talking to the dead man, but I'm hearing him in my head and kind of picking up on subtle cues from his body that tell me about what kind of man he would have been and that he would have been a killer, etc. Although Kitsaragi already kind of said that.
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie, Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Do you strike myself as a Rooney?
No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Harry works. Harry, I do look like a Harry. What do I look like? I don't look like a Rooney, to be fair. I also don't look like a Costa Waldo or whatever either.
Because you have.
I feel like... I mean, there's been talk already, there's a love lost somewhere. Maybe she's dead or whatever. I can't go back home for some reason. Something terrible's happened back in Jamrock.
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Been there, buddy.
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have.
I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I feel there can't be any drastic repercussions for smack-talking a corpse, so...
Do I remind you of someone?
Yeah.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up, miraculously.
God, I'm happy I clicked on that. Oh, there we go.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppolini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
That was a very different set of words.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. So the hands, stomach, groin sort of area, and the neck. Use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does its position at the time of death match the discoloration? Well, surely, I mean, the hands make sense, but would the blood be this high up on the body?
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead, bro. I think he was upright after death. Hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck are you saying?
Kuno, please.
Talking about shit.
Got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten up, see the bruises.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Oh, casually racist as well.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
I had to throw that in there.
Totally dead.
Dead. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. Yeah, sure.
That sounds about right, yes.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
It's time to get the boy down, I think.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Oh, now you made me nervous.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo.
Of course. You have questions. Come back later.
I don't see...
The material
I'm
appears
just gonna
delicate,
click
but
through.
these are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Indeed, ceramic plate under the heel.
The
I don't wanna do
cadaver
that.
slowly twists. The hangman. This is, oh my, there's something on the belt. Vermilion, in yellow.
Extreme airlifting. I thought it was the local harbor with his 6 rod.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs, an intricate web of blue lines stripped.
Okay.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach.
I just had to make sure, really.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Jesus Christ, look at all this. There's so much. I've done a couple-ish. I wonder if it's always the same amount of XP to level up. It is indeed. Okay. Okay, so. Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch. I'm leaning towards asking for help from the harbour, but I guess my problem with that idea is that, I mean, the harbour people were involved, right? Or at least that's the belief. I'm gonna go for it anyway.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
It does seem dangerous, but it doesn't seem that unrealistic.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yes, exactly. Call the police.
Someone already did. You know who came? We did. Because we have made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Not what I was getting at, kid.
How?
When the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Yeah?
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Kuno, you're going to be up in that tree in a minute, bucko.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
I'm not going to take over. I do think this is a better idea than the dock workers doing it, surely. Because, I mean, even before Kitsuragi shut me down on that, I thought to myself, well, I mean, we think they did it, right? We don't want them getting involved with the corpse. You can do it, buddy.
I'll blow his head off.
That's fine.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
Come on, Kitsuragi, you got this, buddy.
And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
You got this, pal.
That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Don't say anything, just let him focus.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
It's okay, buddy.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
You can do it. I believe in you.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down to...
Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
How do we get inside the harbour?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
Ah, we can do it.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
You would, physical instrument.
To the gates, but we negotiate.
Good job, rhetoric. Okay. Interesting. Use interact button in inventory to inspect item. Oh.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky. But something's not right. Gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Do we know anyone who knows anything about history? How am I doing on this? 67%. Ah, Kisaragi, I thought you had it, pal. I really did. Kind of feel bad. I don't think we... Oh, can I try this again now?
An inconspicuous pile of
I did increase my perception. I didn't really think about that.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Bloody called it. Bloody called it, I did.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Wait, maybe I can use this to get the body down. Somehow. Maybe it's a ladder or something? Maybe I should have done this earlier. I mean, there's a ladder and there's also a pig head. The two things every detective needs. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
No.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone's taken narcotics, but you should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
I'm hoping it'll also help with the body, but... Yeah, cool that we've got an alternate way into the harbour. Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. An empty tub of manganisolum magnesium supplement. Oh, okay, I don't actually want to go through. Oh, it's handy though. Oh, sweet, is that a coat? Can I have it? Can't reach that, can I? Where you going, kid? Okay, no, come back. let's calm down. Oh wait, no, I think the top priority is getting the body down, so maybe I should focus on that for now. Okay. Can I get up there? It's not always easy to tell where you can go. What's this? Oh, sweet. Can I get to the coat? Oh, yeah, looks
like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant. Someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Alright, no need for that.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Oh, no. I don't think that's happening. 3%.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
What are we doing up here?
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right? Or it could be that we are just exploring. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
No! I'll die! It's not way around here. Oh, hello. Yo! That's so much money. Oh, baby, I'm rich! So I think maybe this door here comes out over there. And then I can just... Oh, I'm so tempted though. I can't help it. I'm gonna do a little bit more exploring first. Doorway's gonna collapse soon. Right, anything down here? These barrels are half full of rainwater. Can't get that. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. What's this? Postcard Grand Couronne 37. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi, an ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B-infested slum. Money! I am loaded, folks. Am I meant to be getting down? Wait, do I have to do the jump? Because I don't see... I think I have to do the jump. I think basically I'm going to hurt myself. No, let's go for it.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No
you never know,
one's claimed
folks.
it for their own.
You never know.
No, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here. You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened?
It's okay, buddy.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Okay. Which is fine, but then... where do I go? Is that why I'm here? It can't be. I feel like I'm missing something. It's really annoying me. But I don't see anywhere else to go. I don't see why this exists other than the cloak.
Yes?
Oh wait,
yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
This is struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury and a apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
No. I agree. Too dark. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Okay.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Worth a shot, right?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain. I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb.
No, no.
Keeping
No, I shouldn't have done that.
for too long.
Oh, I'm a fool. I gotta be good to myself. I can't be too negative on myself. I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, I don't know what to do up here. I'm obviously missing something, but what that something is will remain unknown to me for now. Can I really not get there? No. Like, if I move the mouse around, it's a place I can go. It's got the little circle, right? And it isn't showing that anywhere. Which suggests I can't really go anywhere. Right, so we'll end it there anyway, because we're about an hour in. I think we're going to have to head back. Maybe I need to make that jump. Maybe I can't go through this direction until I make that jump successfully. That could be it. Guess we'll find out next time, but if not, there's still plenty to do. We need to go talk to the cafe guy about something. I can't quite remember what, but we'll check our logs. And yeah, look at that money! Loaded! Thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.